misfortune or adversity. The word aloof is key. This detachment is not mere indifference, but a conscious choice to rise above the distractions that dictate ordinary lives. From a psychological standpoint, this aligns with Stoicism, a philosophy emphasizing emotional control and rationality. However, unlike Stoicism, which often encourages virtue for the greater good, Fang Yuan's perspective is purely individualistic. He does not seek balance with the world, he seeks dominance over it. Next, Fang Yuan declares,
Destiny is fickle, so why your disposition? Throw away your mask and find your true self.
Here, he challenges the idea of an inherent personality or moral compass. If destiny itself is unreliable, then clinging to an artificial sense of self is meaningless. Instead, he advocates discarding pretenses and embracing raw, unfiltered existence. Psychologically, this reflects Friedrich Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch, a being who transcends societal norms and constructs their own values. In this sense, Fang Yuan rejects societal conditioning, treating all identities as masks. He does not operate under illusions of duty or virtue. He sheds these constraints to pursue the only truth he recognizes, his personal will. Then he states,
True self is unyielding, true self is lonely.
This is perhaps the most poignant part of the quote. The path of self-realization, in Fang Yuan's eyes, is one of isolation. Why? Because true individuality, untainted by external influences, naturally distances one from the masses. From a psychological perspective, this resonates with existentialist thought, particularly Jean-Paul Sartre's idea that absolute freedom leads to absolute responsibility, and often loneliness. Fang Yuan embraces this solitude as a necessary consequence of his self-determination. His rejection of attachments is not weakness, it is a deliberate choice to remain unshackled. Finally, the quote concludes,
Even if my life is the setting sun, I will live my own splendor.
This is the ultimate declaration of agency. The setting sun symbolizes inevitable decline, mortality, entropy, the impermanence of all things. Yet, rather than lamenting this fate, Fang Yuan embraces it. He does not seek comfort in illusions of legacy or eternal remembrance. Instead, he commits to living by his own rules, shining as brightly as he can, for as long as he can. Psychologically, this aligns with the concept of self-actualization, where an individual fully realizes their potential regardless of external pressures. However, unlike humanistic interpretations of self-actualization, which often involve community and compassion, Fang Yuan's version is solitary and absolute. Fang Yuan's philosophy of the noble man is not about virtue, kindness, or duty. It is about detachment, self-mastery, and an unrelenting pursuit of one's own path. It is a mindset that rejects fate, challenges identity, and embraces the loneliness of true freedom. But here's the question. Can anyone truly live this way? Or is this a philosophy suited only for those willing to pay the ultimate price? Absolute isolation in exchange for absolute self-determination. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is Fang Yuan's philosophy of the noble man an enlightened path or a dangerous illusion?
I like the footless bird. Do you know why? Because it has no legs, only wings. Thus it has no choice but to fly. When it lands, that signifies its destruction.
This quote from Fang Yuan in Reverent Insanity is not just poetic, it is a profound encapsulation of his philosophy, his pursuit of immortality, and the existential void that drives him. In this video, we will dissect this quote, peeling back its layers to understand how it reflects Fang Yuan's unrelenting path, and how it connects to broader philosophical themes of determinism, necessity, and self-transcendence. The footless bird is a metaphor for something that cannot stop, that must keep going no matter the cost. For Fang Yuan, this bird represents himself, his endless, ruthless pursuit of power and immortality. Unlike most people, who have the luxury of hesitation, doubt, or even failure, Fang Yuan has long cast aside all alternatives. The footless bird does not choose to fly, it must. Just like Fang Yuan, whose sole purpose is transcendence, free from sentimentality, morality, or societal constraints. This idea closely aligns with the philosophical concept of teleology, the idea that entities have an inherent Nietzschean perspective, Fang Yuan embodies the will to power, the fundamental drive to overcome, to grow stronger, and to affirm oneself through domination. The footless bird's endless flight mirrors Nietzsche's Übermensch, the being who transcends the limitations of conventional morality and weakness. Just as the bird must fly, Fang Yuan must continue forward, not because he enjoys it, not because it is rewarding, but because it is his nature. To stop, to land, would mean obliteration, either at the hands of enemies, the cruel passage of time, or his own loss of purpose. Fang Yuan does not live for happiness, love, or fleeting satisfaction. He exists for something greater, the raw assertion of self and the absolute pursuit of freedom, unchained by external forces. Fang Yuan's philosophy also touches on determinism, the idea that all events, including human actions, are determined by preceding causes. If the footless bird represents Fang Yuan, then its inability to land symbolizes the inevitability of his path. He has no real choice but to continue forward. Every decision he makes is dictated by the unyielding reality of his world, where hesitation equals death and emotions are a liability. In a way, Fang Yuan does not fly because he wants to. He flies because he must. This contrasts with existentialist thought, which emphasizes personal choice and meaning making. Where an existentialist might argue that Fang Yuan could have chosen a different path, his philosophy rejects that notion. To him, alternative choices do not exist, only the path of survival and ascension. Yet, even the footless bird must one day fall, and that is where the tragedy of Fang Yuan lies. The bird's destruction is inevitable, just as no being can truly escape the constraints of time and existence. Even in a world where immortality is possible, where power can extend life beyond its natural limits, Fang Yuan is still bound by a fundamental truth. Everything comes to an end. Perhaps he understands this deep down, and yet, like the footless bird, he will continue flying until the very moment of his fall, because for him, there is no other way. Fang Yuan's footless bird metaphor is more than just a statement. It is his existential truth. It reflects his necessity-driven life, his Nietzschean will to power, his deterministic worldview, and the tragic inevitability of all pursuits. In the end, Fang Yuan is not merely someone who wants to live forever. He is someone who cannot stop, who is never forsaking any path but the one before him. The footless bird does not land, and neither does Fang Yuan. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the philosophy of your favorite characters. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Today, we're diving into one of the most compelling characters in web novel history, Fang Yuan from Reverend Insanity. Known for his ruthless ambition and unyielding will, Fang Yuan is a character who defies societal norms and rejects conformity at every turn. Remember, true individuality isn't about rebellion for the sake of rebellion. It's about living authentically, pursuing your own goals, and staying true to your values, even in the face of adversity. Fang Yuan's rejection of conformity is a powerful reminder of the importance of individuality and self-determination. It challenges us to question societal norms, embrace our unique perspectives, and pursue our own paths with courage and determination. Thank you for joining me on this exploration. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments, how do you embrace individuality in your own life?
A noble man is not a slave to external matters, aloof from the world, forgetting gains and losses. Destiny is fickle, so why uphold your disposition? Throw away your mask and find your true self. True self is unyielding. True self is lonely. Even if my life is the setting sun, I will live my own splendor.
Imagine a world where moral absolutes are nothing but obstacles, where fate bends under the weight of sheer will, and where survival means embracing ruthlessness. Enter Fan Yuan, the protagonist, or should I say anti-hero, of the dark cultivation novel, Reverend Insanity. Today, we'll dive deep into the psyche of Fang Yuan, exploring his motivations, his philosophy, and the layers of complexity that make him one of the most compelling yet controversial characters in xianxia fiction. This journey into moral ambiguity and relentless ambition won't be for the faint of heart. Before we dissect Fan Yuan, let's set the stage. Reverend Insanity, written by Gu Zhenren, transports readers into a universe where power is harnessed through Gu, mystical insects imbued with supernatural abilities. The strong dominate and the weak perish. This is not your typical cultivation story where righteousness triumphs over evil. Instead, Reverend Insanity revels in the brutal truths of human nature and power struggles, with Fan Yuan leading the charge. Fan Yuan's philosophy is built upon a singular truth. Heaven and earth are unkind. They treat all things as straw dogs. This Taoist-inspired idea emphasizes the indifference of the universe to human suffering or morality. Fan Yuan, however, doesn't lament this indifference, he weaponizes it. Unlike traditional heroes who uphold justice, Fan Yuan perceives morality as a weakness. His guiding principles are efficiency, pragmatism, and relentless pursuit of immortality. In many ways, he represents pure Darwinian survival. The fittest thrive, and compassion only hinders progress. Let's talk about Fan Yuan's rebirth, a pivotal moment that redefines the narrative. After living for 5 centuries, experiencing betrayal, power struggles, and endless failures, he is reincarnated back to his youth. Armed with the knowledge of his previous life, he gains a strategic edge. But make no mistake, this isn't a tale of redemption or second chances. It's a cold, calculated do-over. Fan Yuan is devoid of sentimentality. Friends, family, and lovers are tools or obstacles in his path. His lack of emotional attachment isn't a flaw, it's a deliberate choice, sharpened by centuries of suffering. He embodies Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch, transcending societal norms and moral limitations to achieve greatness. So, is Fan Yuan evil? That depends on your perspective. His actions, murder, betrayal, manipulation, are undeniably ruthless, yet evil implies a moral standard Fan Yuan rejects outright. Fan Yuan's most fascinating trait is his disdain for hypocrisy. He sees through the facade of righteous cultivators who mask greed and ambition under the guise of justice. In his eyes, he's simply more honest about his intentions. To Fan Yuan, justice is an illusion, wielded by those in power to maintain control. True freedom lies beyond such illusions. His relationship with Binding Bing offers a rare glimpse into the dynamics between like-minded individuals. Binding Bing, who also defies fate, serves as a parallel, a reflection of shared ambition, though with distinct motives. Their partnership is built on mutual respect rather than trust, reinforcing Fan Yuan's belief that alliances are temporary conveniences. One could argue that Fan Yuan isn't evil, he's free from the chains of morality that bind others. But this freedom comes with a cost: isolation. Trust, friendship, and love are luxuries he willingly forfeits in the name of power. The heart of Fan Yuan's journey is his quest for eternal life, a defiance against the tyranny of fate. In the world of Reverend Insanity, fate is a tangible force, manipulating lives and outcomes. Fan Yuan's rebellion against fate isn't just personal, it's philosophical. He represents humanity's eternal struggle against predetermined destiny. This makes Fan Yuan not just a character, but a metaphor for the human condition, an unyielding desire to rise above limitations, no matter the cost. His obsession with immortality mirrors our own fear of mortality and the lengths we go to conquer it. Throughout the novel, his perseverance is legendary. In one of his defining moments, he states,
I had once screamed, gradually I lost my voice. I had once cried, gradually I lost my tears. I had once breathed, gradually I became able to withstand everything. I had once rejoiced, gradually I became unmoved by the world. And now, all I have left is an expressionless face. My gaze is as tough as a monolith. Only perseverance remains in my heart. This is my own, an insignificant character, Fan Yuan's perseverance.
Fan Yuan's character has sparked intense debate within the Xianxie community. Is he a cautionary tale about the dangers of ambition, or a hero who exposes the hypocrisy of societal norms? Regardless of where you stand, one thing is undeniable. Fan Yuan challenges readers to question their own values. His unwavering
that made people fall in love with Ezio Auditore. Where Ezio was charismatic and charming, Connor had no qualms about making enemies
I will not die today. The same cannot be said for you.
and cared very little about making friends.
Connor, hello again. What brings you to Boston?
You.
It is hard to sell an introspective brute to a fan base that had come to expect,
Only the most interesting man in your life.
where Ezio took everything in stride. Connor exercised his will upon the world with sheer force. Connor is far more complicated than the typical assassin, where most are driven by vengeance, greed, family. Connor is driven by hope. Hope that he can preserve land for his people. Hope that he can end the needless oppression of others. Hope that he can save the world from those that wish to enslave it. This hope is what leads Connor to his biggest successes and his most traumatic mistakes. It is hope that draws me in and makes him one of my favorite protagonists in the franchise. And hopefully, by the end of this video, yours too. To truly understand Connor, we have to start from the beginning, before Connor ever existed. Here, he was just known as Ronaldinho. During a game of hide and seek, he is kidnapped and threatened by Charles Lee.
I could snap your neck, you know. A little more pressure, and pop. The sad little flame of your life extinguished.
This is his first introduction to the Templars, but he doesn't know that. To him, this is just the first introduction to the colonists, and it led to the death of his mother. So you can see how this will shape his perspective. To him, any outsider presents a threat to his people. After the visions from the apple show him the future he fears
Maintaining your current course will result in a negative outcome.
to be a possibility,
Premature access will destabilize the region. Your village and its people will be destroyed.
he will go to any lengths to stop it.
Go away.
I'm not leaving!
I'm never leaving.
Venturing with Achilles, he is left stranded in Boston after the massacre. When Samuel Adams approaches,
You're Achilles' boy. Connor, wasn't it? I saw what happened at the townhouse. A fine mess, that.
Who are you?
Samuel Adams.
And all of it without question. They loosed this beast. Or have you forgotten? I merely helped you tame and turn it around. There must be another way.
it is easy to pass this off as naive. But Connor is not a dumb, gullible kid. He knows to be wary of these men.
Thank you for everything, Sam. I promise one day to repay the favor.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
But his hopes that good will prevail paints a picture of Connor's biggest strength, but also his biggest fault, his heart. After saving Terry, he offers the traveling lumberjack space on his land. This is something he does multiple times throughout the game, building his homestead with those down on their luck, but with something to offer the world. Connor recognizes the best in people. He cares for them because he sees a part of himself in them. He once was a boy who lost everything, and now he is giving these people a chance to be a part of something again. Ultimately, it's his heart that drives the story, as when news of his village being under attack reaches him, he must respond.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
If you insist upon this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help. What have you done?
When my people go to war, a hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start. When the threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
Despite his better judgment to trust the colonists, he does so to save his people. He is hesitant to trust those in power, especially those that seem to ignore the needs of their inferiors, and this extends to friends as well as foes.
Well, it's good to see the people finally taking a stand against injustice, says the man who owns a slave. Ooh, sorry? I practice what I preach, my friend. She's not a slave, but a freed woman, at least on paper. Men's minds are not so easily turned. It's a tragedy that for all our progress, still we cling to such barbarism. Then speak out against it. We must focus first on defending our rights. When this is done, we'll have the luxury of addressing these other matters. You speak as though your condition is equal to that of the slaves. It is not.
It is through this lens in which he illustrates the ultimate assassin responsibility to people, not power. What he doesn't understand is that to help the most people, seeking power is a necessary pursuit, and he clashes with Samuel Adams because of it.
Shall we be off? No. What's the matter? I have spent today drawn from one bit of madness to another with nothing to show for it. Before I go any further, I would like to know exactly what it is you intend.
You have to remember that Connor is only here because Samuel Adams can help him save his village. His biggest fear is being used as a pawn in a colonist's game, distracting him while his people are driven from their land. This explains his hostility towards Paul Revere upon his arrival back in Boston.
What a relief. You came. Allow me to...
Your letter said John Pitcairn was here.
Aye. He's ready in an assault on Lexington, where Adams and Hancock have taken shelter. You must help us.
Only tell me where to find him, and I will put a stop to this.
We have an entire army of our own, merely awaiting the order to take up arms.
Then you must call upon them.
Indeed. You and I cross the Charles River and rouse the boys. No time for dawdling, my friend. We have lives to save. Come on.
A pattern has begun to form, and Connor is aware of it. The Patriots' goals are aligned with his, but their success is dangled in front of him in order to secure his aid. He becomes frustrated with their lack of urgency.
Do you know where Pitcairn could have gone?